or Miss Field. And I'm going to teach you today about cliques in school. How many know the difference between a clique and a friendship? Anyone know? Can anyone give me the definition of a friendship? Okay.
Best friend. You do everything together.
Yep, do everything together. What are some other ones?
Like, keep stuff a secret. Like you don't want nobody to tell you.
Tucker, go ahead.
Sleepovers.
Yeah, you do sleepovers with them. Anybody else? Jessica?
Share candy.
Candy.
Together.
Go places together.
For a while.
You've known them for a long time. The last one?
Can't stand the view of each other.
Can't stand to be sometimes, yes. But friendships, you're all correct. It's a group of people that share common interests. It could be a sports group. It could be musical activities, anything extracurricular. And they're really nurturing and very healthy for growing up in childhood. Now, a clique. Does anyone know what a clique is?
A clique is when like a couple of girls come together and then like if one gets in a fight then the other gets in a fight.
They tend to follow one person. There's usually one, maybe two leaders. And they follow any move that they do, and they tend to exclude other people. So say these three people were friends all their lives, and a new girl comes in, and she wants to be friends with them, they would normally exclude her and say things that aren't nice. Right now, I want you to think in your heads, we're not going to say anything out loud, but I want you to think of some of your friends that are in your friendship circles. You could be best friends, someone that you talk to every day. So I want you to think about that. But also, I want you to think about what are the interests that you have, something that you have in common with those friends. And then I'm going to take about 3 people to tell me what some of those interests are. Got one?
Jason?
Chasey? Jason, what do you have in common with him?
You like Legos?
You like Legos, little gaming, video games, awesome.
Smart.
Yeah, what do you do?
You like, you play on the computer and you play like...
I never got
you
that.
have an iPad.
So normally when you have friends, you have things that are in common. You don't hang out with people who don't like the same thing as you. Now, as I said, friendships are very healthy, and cliques are not, because normally we're mean, and that's where bullying comes in. How many of you have ever been bullied? I don't want to hear about it, but I show of hands, just how many have ever been bullied? You said something's been said to you that was not nice, that made your feelings get hurt. Cliques normally do that. You put your hands down. Cliques normally do that, and some things that you might hear are, oh, he wears clothes from that store. We don't hang out with people like that. And if she hangs out with that girl, we're not going to be friends with her. And that can be replaced with a person's name. It can be, like I said, that can be replaced with the name of a store. Because normally, and you'll see this as you grow up too, you'll see that certain people hang out together and they normally all wear the same type of clothes. Or they normally all look the same. So, right now I want you, in your little groups of 3, I want you to think about how you would feel if you heard someone say those things about you. So I'm going to give you about 1 minute to discuss it. And how would you feel?
I feel mad, sad, and upset. Yeah, me too. So we both agree on sad or something? It's a deal.
Okay, so what are some of the ideas that you came up, not ideas, but some of the feelings that you came up? How would you feel if someone were talking bad about you?
It's okay.
Sad? Mad?
I would want to beat him up.
You want to beat them up? Yeah.
Angry.
You feel angry. All 3?
I feel hurt.
Feel hurt.
Upset.
Upset?
Crying.
What, say that again?
Crying.
Whining.
Sometimes feel so upset you just want to kill yourself.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes it ends up leading to that. So that's why we're going to try to stop this now, and that's why I'm coming to you with this. I'm waiting for something to come up. I have 3 different situations that we're going to talk about, and I just want to hear how you would respond to these. And it's the first one is Carl sat in the corner of the room with his head down on the desk. Ms. Flores was walking around the room, checking on everybody's work. Near Carl's desk, Brad, Ray, and Blake sat giggling. They were cutting out shapes from pieces of paper for the art project they were working on. Brad saw Carl sitting all alone. He knew Carl didn't have a group to work with. If you were Brad, what would you do in this situation?
I'd go work with him and help him.
Go work with him. You can feel better?
I'll make it see like if you went to my friends and you can do anything and
Yeah.
like ask the friends that you're working with if it would be alright for them to let him What Corbin said.
What Corbin said, you agree with him. The next one is Natalia, Jose, and Lauren sat at their lunch table whispering. Althea walked past with her tray, and suddenly they started laughing loudly. Do you see what Althea is wearing today? Asked Jose with a smirk. I know, replied Natalie. Her dress is so ugly. Jose and Natalie both laughed. Althea kept walking, pretending not to hear their comments. Lauren sat there, feeling really bad about what her friends said about Althea. If you were Lauren, what would you say or do in this situation? Jessica, your hand up.
Like be mad at the other friends, like if they were saying something mean and I could like move to another table. I guess. Would I be friends with them?
Want to be friends with them?
I'd say like everybody has their own taste and style. Nobody's
Yeah, that's very good. Last one.
I would have said that like if they have a problem with my clothes, they go buy new clothes.
Yeah, normally there's certain reasons why people wear certain outfits. Maybe sometimes their family doesn't have enough money to afford new clothes, so maybe that's the reason why they're wearing that outfit. Maybe that's just the style they like. Maybe they're trying to find a new style to wear because they're tired of wearing t-shirt and jeans. So, but yeah, in this situation, you should maybe speak up to your other 2 friends and say, hey, maybe we shouldn't make fun of her. Maybe this is what's really going on. And then you should try to go and make sure she's okay and talk to her. Then we have one more situation. And it says, Marissa stared at the group of girls in the schoolyard. She knew they were the most popular girls at her school, and she was terrified of them. What if they made fun of her? What if they were mean to her? What if they just ignored her completely? She watched as they talked and smiled at each other. Some of the girls were looking her way. Marissa took a deep breath. Should she walk up to them? What should she say if she did? What would she say if she did? If you were Marissa, what would you say or do in this situation? Well, you can put in the boys' perspective too.
Just like
Cough off, like walk over there, or walk,
No, just like
like I'll walk away. Okay.
I would go up to them and ask them if they had a problem.
Okay.
Throw it all behind me and just move on.
Move on.
Walk up to them and be nice, and maybe they'll be nice back to you.
Yeah. Last one.
Oh, no.
Never mind. And one more. Jessica, go ahead.
Like if they look really mean, then don't like find other friends.
Yeah. Because I mean, if they're gonna look that way, if they're gonna look at you mean, or if they're looking, in a way that you don't like, maybe in the long run, maybe they're not the best friends for you to go and hang out with. So that's always something. So that's the last of our situations. Yes, it does, but it does happen with boys too, especially when it comes around different sports too. Maybe there are different the different teams are rivalry, but like you said, it does happen with girls a lot, especially when it comes to clothes and who's hanging out and everything like that. Okay, so as a class right now, we're going to decide on some different rules that maybe we can put in our classroom and about about including other people in our group. So right now, in your little sections, I'm going to hand out a piece of paper, and as a table, I'm going to hand out one that, because we're going to hang these up in your room or in the classroom, about how you would include people in maybe in the schoolyard or in the classroom or even on the bus or in the cafeteria. So there's different examples. I have 3 right here, and it says if you see someone standing alone, invite them to join your group. When doing group work in class, try to pick new groups to work with, or you can say something nice to someone every day. So those are just a few ideas. So I'm going to pass out this paper, think as a group, and then we'll read them out. And then we'll look at each other.
We're gonna be able to see this.
So you're making one rule of how to include people in the classroom.
Miss Field, do I work with somebody or be?
You got Carlin and Devontae.
I forgot what the whole topic was. Remove how to include someone. Devontae, what do you got?
You saw someone else writing this? How would you include somebody?
Go play with them.
What could you say?
What? Go play with them. Go play with them or go help them?
Well, like say you see someone sitting alone in the cafeteria. What would you do? And what would you do?
Sorry,
What's wrong with Logan?
So you,
what
you
else?
could almost say
We have number 1. Carlin, what do you got? You don't know?
Be friends with him?
Yeah, be friendly.
Like Carmen, that is friend, my cousin. Sorry.
Oh, that's a good one.
Competition, it's only boys.
I said play with him.
What?
I said play with him.
No, you said go help them.
Next, put play on him.
Alright. Starting.